Hello and welcome back to Suspense Animation. I'm your host, Dennis Patholkis, and this is The Mandalorian, Season 1, Episode 7, Chapter 7, The Reckoning. Welcome, everybody. And Deborah Chow is, of course, my new favorite director now. I know she's doing the uh, Obi-Wan series that's coming out, and I am definitely okay with that. Quite honestly, it's in good hands. Let me take some time out here and do a little bit of business first, and then we will get to the episode. So, if you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. That's what we do down here, right down there. And if you're still on the fence about joining up at the very end of this video, you're going to see a video pop up here. Basically, what it does is it takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and plucks one video out of my vast video library that matches that algorithm and pops it up there for you. Up here is going to be The Expanse, is what's going to be up there. The Expanse, yeah. Let's see. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I also have a Patreon page, but I don't have any tiers set up as of yet, but I will at the end of this year, beginning of next year. And yes, I know the lights are fluctuating now on this camera. I don't know what's going on. I had set it and now it's going off again. So I'm gonna have to do that again at some point in time. So yes, I know it's yellowing and then going back and white and all that kind of stuff. Um, if you want to know when I'm going live again next, you can hit the bell down below here. Also, you that's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you that I'm on. If you really want to know when I'm on, just go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it out every week. And I also post it on my Facebook page as well. And speaking of Facebook, there is a Facebook group chat. You guys can post stuff and talk amongst yourselves there as well. All right. Let's get to this, shall we? Spoiler alert. I am going to spoil the shit out of the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Thank you, Viking Bitch, for the great new paddle. All right. So, I'm just doing a review of this one. I'm not doing a recap or anything like that, although it might turn into a recap at some point. But lots of shit happened in this one. That's all I can say. Of course, everyone's still after Baby Yoda or Boda, as I'm calling him. And Mando gets a call from Grief, basically saying, "Come on back. All is forgiven if you kill the client," essentially. And something's changed, is what he says. And of course, better, faster than you can say, "It's a trap." Mando's got a plan going on there, and he decides to pull some people together to help out with all this thing. Oh yeah, clearly it's a setup, definitely, Penn. And so he pulls together, of course, Cara Dune and Queel. And Queel, by the way, has taken upon himself to reanimate IG-11, although he's taken out all the murderous circuits, supposedly. And so IG-11 is now a servant. And we actually have this whole this weird backstory of Queel teaching IG-11 basic skills again, which I thought was kind of a weird thing in this, but it worked for the most part, showing that yeah, he's no longer the murderous robot because I had to, re basically retrain him again and how to walk, how to serve food, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, all right, sure. Um, and of course, they keep going on and on about Cara Dune having been, a dropper, as they called her in the Republic, the New Republic, fighting the imps, as Mando calls them, which I kind of like that. The Imperials, he calls them imps, which is kind of cool, to tell you the truth. And of course, they end up going to back to Navarro where all this stuff starts. And Mando does not trust IG-11 at all. Keeps him aboard the ship, and they are going out there. They meet Grief Karga out in the middle of nowhere, and of course, they need to travel. And how do you travel across lava waste fields? By blurg, of course. Yeah, and lots of shit ensues there as well. Uh, and Grief pretty much tells him, at one point he gets injured. We see actually, Boda heal him. And so we know that Boda can actually do that. Also, there's a scene there too where, fuck, man, Boda, Kara and Mando are arm wrestling, and because he's grunting, Boda actually reaches out with the Force and starts strangling Kara, and I'm like, "Dude, you need a squirt bottle or something just to squirt him in the face." Go, "No, no, no, no," you know, because damn man, that he was a little bit brutal there. So yeah, it was kind of interesting that Grief of course turns around and says, yeah, the original plan was to kill you and take the kid, but now the kid's healed me. I see what you see. We're gonna go in. uh Mando's gonna pretend to be handcuffed. Quill's gonna take baby, Boda back to the ship and just seal all the shit up because it can survive an attack. Obviously not that well, as we saw when he was getting shot at by another ship. And that's how they decide to do this. And of course, this plan goes to fucking hell, as usual. And we end up getting introduced to Moff Gideon, played by Giancarlo Esposito. And he's not taking any shit at this point. He's got a shitload of stormtroopers. Grief was saying that, yeah, it's only supposed to be 4 stormtroopers. That's what he always keeps saying. It's only 4. And as they're riding into town, there's more and more and more and more and more stormtroopers. Yeah. Hey, Sentient D. Yeah, it's yeah, I'm going into some spoiler territory here, so Sentient, you might want to take off if you haven't watched it yet. So Uh, yeah, man, it was, pretty brutal, actually. They kill the fucking client. I was surprised. Werner Herzog, he's got a hole in him. They actually see sunshine through the hole that, they put in him. Well, the holes, I should say, that happened to him. And, the speeder bikes actually had, intercepted. That was the other thing I really liked about this episode, is they actually showed the stormtroopers as being competent for a change, that they could actually hit targets, that they could kill what they were fucking aiming at, which is why they took over the galaxy like they did, is because they were actually competent, not these bumbling kind of, oh, I can't see out of my helmet, shooting at the ceiling or something, or shooting themselves in the foot. No, they were actually fairly damn competent. So much so that they actually intercept the call between Mando and Queel, you know, shoot out, across the lava wastelands and get to him. They actually shoot him, of course, off camera. If you go and look at the end credits where they have the paintings, the matte paintings of what's going on, you see the matte painting of Queel getting shot down by the stormtroopers. So there was some question online as to whether or not IG-11 had come out of the ship and became murderous and killed Queel, but no, he got shot by the stormtroopers. And the stormtroopers, of course, picked up baby, Yoda, and have taken him back. They're going back over. And Kara, Grief, and Mando are trapped in the bar with a shitload of stormtroopers outside. And yeah, that's where we leave off on the cliffhanger there. That they're pretty much screwed at this point. I don't think Queel's alive, and yeah, you may have spoken, but I think he might have spoken his last words too. But I'm fairly sure that IG-11 is going to come in and he's going to kill the fuck out of a lot of stormtroopers when he comes back. Oh man, and also we still haven't seen all the people that Mando, of course, abandoned in prison, the prisoner, and we also still haven't seen Ming Hua's character come back yet, and who in the fuck resurrected her. So we have 2 factions still that are vying for control here. We have Moff Gideon, who of course wants the child alive. That's what his whole purpose is. And then we have this other entity which we don't know as of yet, which is someone that wants the child dead. That's the one that hired IG-11. That's the one that hired the bounty hunter that went, to the planet that Kara was on there and tried killing the baby because it had the baby dead in its sights, and they were going to kill the child. Yeah. Energy Dog says he said, "I will bring the child safely," but he never said, "I have spoken." That's true. He did not. He only said, "I have spoken once," is what that was it. So damn good episode. Lots of action. We are, of course, at the penultimate episode because next week is going to be the final episode, and we have to wait till Friday in order to do it. So we have to wait a couple extra days because I don't know, the reason why this movie came out early was some small movie that's opening up on Friday. So I guess they didn't want to be in competition or something. I don't remember what the name of that other movie is, but I think it's Cats. Was that the one? Cats. That's what they didn't want to be in competition with, which understandably so. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be involved with cats. Yeah, so it was a really damn good episode and can't wait for next week. Um and hopefully we find out who in the hell, like I said, this other faction is. That the other bounty hunters are coming in, that Mayfield and John and all those guys, they're coming back, and they want retribution for Mando. And how Mando's going to get out of this, I have no clue. Well, I mean, other than IG-11 coming off the ship, but IG-11 is going to have to hightail his ass over there unless he brings the entire ship over and just lands in the middle of the entire square there and starts blowing the shit up. Yeah. That's pretty much all I can think of how to get the hell out of there. Well, there's also a whole bunch of thermal detonators, because remember when Mando let Kara choose her weapon, he goes, pick one. And he opens up the weapons cabinet and tells her to pick one, and she's going through there and just kind of looking like a kid in the candy store, and she picks up a thermal detonator at one point. She kind of looks at it and tosses it like a little baseball and then puts it back, and I was like, damn. Yeah. And can I just say how much I love Cara Dune? She's a great character. All the characters that they've introduced in this series have been pretty damn good, you know? Even the minor characters. And that's, I mean, as minimal as this story is, it's the most Star Wars feeling out of everything we've seen in a while. And that's just kind of odd, that we have such a minimal story, um, and minimal introduction to these characters, but it's very Star Wars at the same time, And that's actually the nice thing about it. And of course, Baby Boda. Baby Yoda, Boda. Yes. There we go. Don't forget the Clandorians. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Mandalorians as well. The clan is out there someplace. The Mandalorian clan. Not Well, there's the other one, but that's a different story, and we're not dealing with real life at that point. Yeah. So, yes, we also have the other Mandalorians that are out there that could come in and help as well, but I don't know if they've relocated yet or not, because as they said, the Imperials have pretty much taken over this town on Navarro. As Kara said, it was a huge strong point for the Imperial. It was basically the last Imperial stronghold that they could not break. They lost a lot of people trying to break that place, and they couldn't. Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, I would love to see, the heavy gunner here come back. This is the way. Yeah. But remember, they're only supposed to come out one at a time. Exterminate. Oh, wait, that's a different series altogether. That's one reason I didn't like the Mandos coming in at the end of episode 3 in force. Should have just been a few, and then this episode they all come back. There might be a shitload more Apple Crow. We don't know for sure. I mean, maybe we just saw a few. We didn't see all of them. I mean, from what I counted, there were 5 that came in, and they were doing a pretty damn good job of killing a lot of shit there. So, oh yes, I forgot about that. Thank you, Movie Funebi. Yes, Queel says, Baby Yoda is not a clone, but he says that Kara most likely is a clone. Because he used to work in the clone fields. He worked for the Imperials because he was sold to the Imperials. And actually Kara's got a little, she's actually kind of not trusting Quill because he worked for the Imperials. He's like, "Hey, I earned my freedom. I bought my freedom." He goes, "I had to work for them because I was sold into it, not because I volunteered or anything like that." And he goes, "And by the way, you're a fucking clone. So what's your excuse?" He goes, "But this little one," he goes, "I don't know what this creature is, but it's organic. It's not a clone." Yeah. Ah. Yeah, Bud's a roll, and I agree with you. Mandalorian is pure Star Wars. It's a joy, really, is what it is to watch, and yeah, it's just really damn good. But yeah, that whole thing with Baby Yoda reaching out also and choking Kara, it's like, get a squirt bottle, man. Squirt him in the face. Tell him no. Be firm. Uh its evolutionary defense is overwhelming cuteness. It's also that way of, telling people to fuck off while sipping a cup of soup too. Yeah. Bad Boda, bad Boda. Tsk, 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 tsk. And the Moff Giancarlo said that the asset was more important to him than you know. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, Moff Gideon definitely did say that the asset was more important than asset. Asset? There we go. Was more important to him than you know. I've been getting a lot of shit about the way I pronounce things. So that's what the alcohol's for. Okay. That's why you get slurred words sometimes. No, it's just I have a fucked up speech pattern sometimes. That's all it is. Um Mufinumi says, so is the moth force sensitive or perhaps delivering him to the Emperor? I don't know at this point, to tell you the truth, Mufinobi, what he's doing, why he's doing it. I mean, it looked like they were that they were trying to extract the midichlorians or whatever it was from Baby Yoda at one point. That's what the client was trying to do, but we don't know for sure what it was. Yes, Yoda and Yaddle did the Yasti. It's hard to say, actually. It really is. It's a very big tongue twister there. Yeah, that TIE fighter landing was awesome where you actually see the panels fold. And I was like, can they do that? Well, I guess they can now. I guess that's canon. Because I never knew that the panels could actually fold like that. Yeah. That was kind of cool. And there's little landing gears that came out too, and he just kind of touched down. Yeah. So yeah, they have that TIE fighter sitting in the square there. So I'm fairly sure IG-11 is gonna come flying in with the Razor Crest and it's gonna blow the shit out of things, and then touchdown coming out with guns blazing. Would you like some tea? There you go. No tea for you. Uh, yeah, it's I used to like the TIE Interceptor. Oh yeah, the old Battlefront. Yes. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, damn good stuff, man. Definitely looking forward to next. So I'm looking forward to next week and also dreading next week because that means that's our last episode of Mando. And do you think he's going to remove his helmet at the end? That would probably be also something that he does, is what I'm thinking. That we'll finally see his face and finally get his name. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole thing. Is we have the other Mandalorians coming in along with IG-11. Everyone, they kill the shit out of everybody there, and Mando finally, takes off his helmet and gets excommunicated from the clan, and that's the next, the Mandalorian clan, and then that's the setup for the whole next season because he's got to work his way back into it. Then he walks around without his helmet the entire time. His signet is just him kicking a butt. Yeah. Um, Mandalorian, maybe they take his helmet off in captivity. I don't think so. I think he's going to take it off himself. Or Boda takes it off or something like that. Who knows what's going to happen? It'll be interesting though. Ah, man. So yeah, what do I got going on this week? So I'm off tomorrow. Yes, I'm off tomorrow. One day I get, off. Friday is going to be Harley Quinn, a new episode of Harley Quinn, which I can't wait for because if you're not watching Harley Quinn, man, go and watch it. Um, Go and watch the first episode, which is on DC Nation on YouTube. They have it up. It's good stuff, honestly, and it's fairly adult in nature. It's a smart comedy. It really is, and funny to boot, and disgusting too. It's got everything to it, and it's got Alan Tudyk playing multiple roles. I think it is still up, and I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't really looked, but I know usually once DC Nation puts something up, it stays up. Yeah. Apple Crow says they need to explain a bit more of the not taking off helmets since every Mando we've seen before totally took their helmets off. Boba Fett didn't. Boba Fett never took off his helmet. Um, and it could also be depending on what group of people they are with, what clans they are with that have these certain strict rules. And I did like that the client actually brought up Mandalore and he said, if you guys just worked with us, you wouldn't be extinct. He goes, the Empire, uh, if you had worked with the Empire, Mandalore would be whole, but you didn't. You had to go against us, and so we took you out. We got a little bit of everything in all of this in this episode. I told a coworker and he couldn't find it. I'll look this after the stream. Okay. Yeah. Boba Fett was a poser. Yeah, he just kind of strutted around and posed a little bit. He really didn't do anything. I know it's blasphemy, but hey, he just looked really cool. Whereas this Mando likes to fry his food a lot. I mean, he just uses that damn flamethrower every chance he gets. Oh, yeah. Applecrow says, I tried to space out watching The Expanse, but it's too good. I only have 3 episodes left. I'm on episode 3. uh he had 5 lines in the movie. One of them was that was the Wilhelm scream that he did, didn't it? Wasn't that? Wow. I thought that's what it was. Yes, Nayari, I love the flamethrower as well. Oh yeah, if I had the flamethrower, fuck, I'd be using it for everything. So yeah. I like the grappling gun though, too. I love that he uses the grappling gun kind of like Batman does in Arkham Knight, the video game, where he just kind of grabs guys and then pulls them towards them and then beats the shit out of them, which I thought is awesome. uh, that's actually kind of a cool thing that he's been doing. So, with that said, like I said, Friday is going to be Harley Quinn. Saturday is going to be Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week, talk about that, and any other genre stuff you guys want to talk about. Sunday, oh my God, Sunday is going to be huge. Sunday is the season and series finale of Mr. Robot. We get a 2-hour season finale, series finale of Mr. Robot. That is going to be fucking huge. Penn, how many people do we have on Sunday in the chat? Was it like 145 or something like that? I started losing count. And because I was talking about so much stuff that I lost count of how many people. But that last episode seriously had what am I up to now? I think I'm up to 15,000 views right now on that. Did we hit 150? Okay, we did hit 150 at one point. Yeah. Um it's amazing that how much and I'm just surprised. I really am that not a lot of people are talking about this. Applecrow says, I cannot believe you're not going to see cats tomorrow, Dennis. Turns out all the leaks were true. Really? They can lick themselves in weird positions? Yeah. Monday is going to be His Dark Materials. It'll be the season finale of His Dark Materials. Tuesday is The Expanse, episode 3. I'm going episode by episode every week. And then, of course, Friday, we go back to The Mandalorian on Friday and Harley Quinn as well. Harley, a Star Wars Rise of the Leg, actually. Movie Finobi. That's what it is. Rise of the Leg. Pepper does that all the time. She tripods it. Applecrow says, Mr. Robot, tons of people discussing theories and having a good time. Watchmen, a handful of people telling us we don't get it. I know. I know. Actually, people gave up on telling me that I didn't get it this last, for the season finale of Watchmen, which I thought was kind of funny. Because I just went on, I go, so the whole thing was to get, Miss Manhattan. All right, sure. Yeah. A Star Wars Revenge of the Spacers. No. A hairball too far. That's all it is. Yeah, it's very creepy. I keep seeing the cat stuff floating around here and there on the internet, and I know they've changed the so when they first brought it out, they were kind of creepy the way they were were making the actors and the cat costumes look really weird. And then they changed it a little bit, and it's still kind of creepy, but not as creepy as it was. Still fucking creepy though. Yeah. So, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night because damn, that was a good episode. I might actually go and watch it again. I watched it early this morning before I went into work. That's how I did it. Yeah. And I'm fairly sure once the next episode airs, I'm gonna watch the entire thing all at once as one gigantic long movie because that's the way it needs to be watched, pretty much. Mufinobi says, my sister and her coworkers liked Watchmen. Sad times, but she doesn't know the source. Yeah, that's the whole thing. If you don't know the source of it, then it seems like it's groundbreaking, but it's not. I didn't realize they changed them. The original scared me off. Yeah, they changed them just slightly, Pen. It's really weird. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what you're doing, Mufinobi. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everybody who joined me tonight in the chat. Thank you if you made it this far in the video. Again, if like, share, and subscribe down there. And if you are on the fence about joining up, take a look at the very end of this video. You're going to see a video pop up here that's going to take a video out of my vast video library and match it up with the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching as closely as possible. And up here, of course, is going to be The Expanse. That's what's going to be up there. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Applecrow, I've been watching Star Wars in order and watched TFA and TLJ last night. TLJ gets too much hate. Fight me. No, I've given up fighting about that movie. It's dead to me. It has been for a while. From what I understand, though, this new movie completely ignores it, except for like one or two things. But it completely ignores it. And I just started laughing. It's getting what was it? I posted an article that episode 9 is getting the worst reviews out of any Star Wars movie. And that includes the prequels. That's saying a lot right there. Yeah. I won't miss you. Well, I won't miss you either, Fanobi. Have fun in your 2.5 hour long movie. I might go see it next week. I don't know. I got to see if there's a really bargain matinee like there's a theater nearby that does $6 movies, and that should be one of them. And I think if I could pay $6, I'll go and watch it. but, the most I'll pay is maybe $9, but that's kinda pushing it. Yeah. So, anyway, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you again on Friday. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may find yourself trapped in a bar with Moff Gideon outside, basically saying how much he really wants that baby and how much it means to him, which isn't creepy at all. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Have a good night.